Hi, this is Tanner Rainbolt. This is Module 15, my case study. Category 1, problem analysis, what I know. Um, the cases at Truman Elementary, which serves K through 8th grade. 15% of the students are on free and reduced lunch. 5% of the students speak another language predominantly, mostly Spanish. There's a possible money for a grant for a new reading program. Um, So, according to the state testing, the reading and language arts test scores are down significantly the past few years. Parents are questioning the teaching of the reading, spelling, phonics. The PTO president wrote a letter to myself, the principal, and the parents have asked. So, actually, I have asked for the reading specialist to provide input about the program. Findings that the reading specialist, which I asked her to conduct a study and just give us more research of what our current reading program looks like. Reading is taught 1 hour a day in the mornings, but not always consecutively. There's lunch and recess in there. The Basel program is used in an entire group setting, little to almost no small group or even individual work. And there's no modifications based off their reading skill level. So the recommendations that she made were to revamp the curriculum and standards, teach all parts of reading, the words, reading comprehension, stories, individualized instructions to obviously meet the needs of our students, and to provide additional support and resources to our staff. So, what do I need to know? I need to gather feedback, so perceptions data from all stakeholders. So, from the parents, get their feedback, and the teachers as well, just to see how the reading program is going. I need to find out the qualifications and the poverty level percentage if our school, can have access to the grant money. I'm gonna need to research programs and curriculums in case we don't qualify, just so I have a backup plan, and see if the reading specialist can train our staff and help us provide resources to revamp our reading curriculum. Identifying the problem. The students are performing poorly on the standardized reading tests. It's a lack of a quality program that meets the individual needs of students. Again, little to no small group and individual work. We need to provide additional training to our staff, and provide resources to revamp that curriculum. Again, we need to revamp that curriculum, or if we're allowed that grant for the new program, we need to get on that. And there's parental concern as well as concern for myself, the principal, on the lack of growth in the reading program. So, action plans. Here's some steps. Number one, collect and analyze the stakeholder perception data, which I talked about earlier. Meet with the reading specialists and teachers to put together a new plan. Maybe somebody has a new idea, or they know of somebody who's done something similar in another district. Check qualifications for the new reading program, see if we meet that poverty level. Attend the next PTO meeting, address the concern, come up with a new plan, and outline that plan to the parents, and provide resources, support, and professional development to the staff, either on the new program if we're accepted on the grant, or the possible changes that will occur. Implementation. Number one, put together a survey to collect stakeholder data, so for the parents and the teachers on the current reading program. Analyze that data, compare it to neighboring school districts. So, what are school districts around ours doing successfully? What do their programs look like? Number three, contact the state to check for grant qualifications, again, to see if our school qualifies. Number four, got to revamp that curriculum or change it altogether. And number five, attend the PTO meeting and share the plan with the parents. Category three, resolving the issue. What is best for the students? We have to use research-based practices. We need to research. We need to come up with new strategies to improve student learning. Number two, have a balanced approach that teaches all aspects of reading. So again, word recognition, reading comprehension, phonics, more than just reading a story. Number three, a program that will meet the needs of individual students. So we cannot do all group or all classroom environment activities where everybody is reading from a book, reading out loud, or the teacher is reading to them. We need to teach different strategies so everyone can be successful. And number four, providing resources to teachers to help educate students and to, again, and improve our reading scores. Data and facts from this case. Number one, the district reading coordinator conducted an evaluation of the current reading program. Number two, the time per day. So we need to have at least a minimum per hour. Hopefully it can be consecutively. So we need to find a time in our schedule to get that done. And again, teaching all parts of reading is required to make a positive impact on learning. Okay, we need to be diverse. We need to teach a bunch of different strategies and teach different learning styles. Number three, the data from assessments shows a regression in the curriculum. We need to fix that. And number four, the PTO president wrote a letter to myself voicing the concern for the program. I need to address that as well. So 3 things I was thinking. Number one, why have reading scores regressed? Again, do we qualify for the grant? And how can we revamp our program and provide support and PD for our staff? That is key. We can't expect our teachers to try to do something different without the proper training. Feeling, number one, I'm concerned for the parents. I'm concerned that they feel like our reading program is not being taught correctly. Number two, I'm frustrated on the lack of support and resources for our current program. We need to do a better job of revamping this curriculum and providing resources to our teachers. And number three, I'm hopeful that we can turn this around and get our scores back up and make a positive learning environment for our students in reading. I value our stakeholders' feelings and input, not only the teachers, but the parents as well. I value the staff's time and resources. We need to make sure we're providing them with professional development and things that they can be successful in teaching our students. And obviously, I value the student learning. That's what everyone does. The parents, the principal, the teachers, everybody values student learning. Unresolved issues. Number one, do we qualify for the grant? How will parents react to the new program when I tell them about it? And how will staff buy-in be for the new program? Not everybody likes change, but this is something that's going to be necessary. Explain how you as the building level administrator engage with families in a meaningful, reciprocal, and mutual beneficial ways. I attended PTO meetings and addressed the parental concerns. I collected and analyzed stakeholders' perception data, not only the parents, but the teachers as well. And I'm going to implement or improve a new reading program to increase our testing scores and provide a better quality education for our students. How do I communicate with the larger community? Number one, presenting reading supervisors and new program to the community. Number two, applying for the grant for the new program. And number three, researching or providing new resources for the staff to enhance reading. That's going to be key. How did I influence positive change in teaching and learning that impacts all student groups? We're hopefully going to get a grant for a new program, or we're going to revamp it, come up with new curriculum and standards. Number two, we're going to research best practices and instructions for students. And number three, we're going to provide those resources, the education and the learning and professional development for our staff so they can be successful in teaching our students. The next one, how did you as a building level administrator establish an ongoing dialogue and how these decision makers can effectively influence and improve instruction and student performance? Number one, I'm going to communicate with the PTO about the new enhanced program. I'm going to use that perception data not only from the parents, but from the teachers as well, and gather that, analyze it, and provide feedback. And we're going to implement a new plan and program to enhance our reading. And number three, I'm going to meet with staff to gain new ideas and get consensus on a new direction. So getting that staff buy-in, setting expectations, coming up with new ideas so that all students can be successful will be key. That was my Module 15 case study. Thank you.